In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create a winning native ad for Google Adx Arbitrage. So if you want to start Google Adsense or Google Adx Arbitrage with native ad, you need to watch this video to the end. And if it's your first time coming across to my channel, make sure you subscribe and turn the notification bell. And whenever I upload any video concerning arbitrage and SEO, you will get notification on your phone or your desktop. So the first thing you need to understand, if you want to run a winning native ad for Adx Arbitrage or Google Adsense Arbitrage, you need a tools to tell you exactly what is working. So I'm not going to be using free tools as usual, because if you go to my previous video, you're going to see that I use a free tools, which is this half bank, to show you guys how to snap at your competitor for free. But most times these free tools will not give you the accurate result, what exactly most of your competitors are doing. But if you're going to be using a paid tools, which is this one, I can recommend this, but not 100%. You can do your own research to find other platforms that can give you opportunity to snipe at your competitors to find exactly what your competitors are really doing. Because if you check very closely here, we're going to be seeing what is working for arbitrage, what is also working for affiliate marketing, what is also working for different niche. But in this video, we are focusing on arbitrage, using these paid tools to find what is working for our competitors and the type of content that is working for them. Because if you find out the type of content that is working for them, it's very easy for you to become successful using native ad to run Adx Arbitrage or Google Adsense Arbitrage. So let's do it, guys. To create a winning native ad that you're going to use for arbitrage, you need to find a winning content and modify it and create a winning ad that is going to work, a winning native ad. But you need to find a winning content from your competitor, and thank God these tools is going to do it, which is this particular tool is going to do it. But I want to show you guys the difference between these premium tools for sniping at your competitor for native ad and also this free one. I'm going to show the difference, so pay attention and you're going to learn a lot. So if you come here, we're going to choose based on the ad network. So let's say, for example, I want to buy from Revcontent. So a lot of people buy from different places, Revcontent, Ugemini, Yahoo, Taboola, a lot of other ad networks that sell native ad traffic. There are many, so you can take your time and check to my channel. I'm going to leave a link below the description of this video. Some of the native ad that I recommend, company that I recommend you can buy a quality traffic. It's not about buying a cheap traffic, it's about buying quality traffic, because out there a lot of people are selling different traffic, which is going to cause a lot of issue. Most times they are selling bots, they are not real human beings, but some companies which I recommended are selling good unique traffic. So let me pause the video small and make this thing to load quickly. By then I'll fix my network. Maybe it's network issue that is making it not to load fast. So you can choose different ad network you want to work with, but in this video I'm going to choose Revcontent. You can choose other ad networks to snipe properly. Okay, most times you can take anyone you want. Let me also go with AdKeeper again. It's going to load up and add to my list, which means this is going to fetch all the whole native ads within arbitrage. I'm going to show you guys the secret. Just hold on and watch to the end. So we're going to wait for it to load up. Once you choose the ad network, there's no need to choose the geo. I'll allow you to just make that decision by yourself. For me, I'm not going to choose the geographical location, so I'm not going to do that. I will leave it for the whole ad to fetch, so I can know the perfect ad that is going to convert. It's not about choosing countries. Most time you choose countries that is going to consume a lot of money for you without even giving you a proper result. So what I'm trying to do is to find a winning ad. Now if I go to the device, choose only mobile, because mobile traffic is high out there and you're going to get a massive result. Okay, now once I choose mobile traffic, the next thing I'm going to take on is on language. So I'm going to choose English. So once I choose English, you're going to see categories. So I'm going to be taking it one after the other till I reach where I'm going to take it to show me ad that only focus on arbitrage. So that's the main goal here, because we want to find ads that focus on arbitrage alone. So let me check if we really pick the English language. Yeah, I have to pick the English language to add it to my filter. So once I choose that particular one, I believe it's going to take a little bit time to load. Fine. As you can see here under language, we want to only see the ad that's that is going to point in only English spoken contracts. Okay, now the next one we're going to deal with is the category. I will tell you to leave this one blank because most times we want these tools to fetch us the whole working category type of content, because we don't have any content in mind, because we have to find a winning content before we can create a winning ad. So what we need now is to leave this category just like that. Allow the tools to decide to fetch more results. Now under the tracker, just leave it. Okay, I will not tell you to choose any tracker, just leave it. Now this is the place you need to do a big work. What you're going to be choosing here is arbitrage. Okay, if you are running on that click funnel, you can click funnel and get a result about native ad on that click funnel. If you are just on that WordPress, people who do a lot of stuff, but what we want on technology, what we want to find is Adsense arbitrage. If you see it here, that's just what it means here. So once I click that place, it's going to fetch me the whole ad native content that focus on what arbitrage. So it's not going to fetch me a random ads. This is why I said the premium tools is very okay, and I'm also going to be showing the reason why I choose the paid version than going for any free plugin out there or free tools out there, because this particular one is going to show you bounce rate, everything, the trending, how the performance is. Now what I'm going to choose here is under, if you go to the ad strength, what I want the ad strength to be like, I should scroll it to 100 and something, or leave it under 100. I'm going to leave it under 113, the strength of the ad. Here is the gravity, and I think I should leave that one blank. Let me leave it blank to get a good result and analyze finally. So what the ad strength means, the trending, okay, the conversion, okay, how the conversion look like, which I'm going to explain properly, because if you skip these things, you're not going to get a win campaign. Because if you are just creating campaign, just hand off, like you don't do research, you just do by imagination, or maybe what you feel like, you just put in and start running campaign, you're going to lose your money. You have to find the type of content that is really working, so you can use it for arbitrage and become successful. So after I filter and leave the strength, the ad strength to start with 132 upward. Now what I'm going to do, if you look very closely here, if I open one of the ad, they're going to show you the bounce rate and everything. So when it comes to this ad is really performing very well. The ad strength is almost the trending, which is the strength of the traffic that is coming based on the click-through rate, is okay. If you look at here, the ad strength is 206, the gravity is 27. Now if you go up right now, go up, let me show you guys. If you check here, this is the bounce rate. Why the free one is not going to show you bounce rate? So if this ad have 100% bounce rate, that means you don't need to use this type of content. But with this type of content, with this particular type of content, you can easily get a good conversion when it comes to what arbitrage, using native ad. Because if you look very closely, the category of this ad is art, movies, television, and if you look at the bounce rate is 0, which means the ad is really converting very well. The ad started they started the ad on September, and to September 6, this ad is really performing very well. So imagine if you pick this type of content and modify it, you're going to get a good result. So if I open this content here, I open the page that have the content, you're going to see that this is the page that is having this content, and they are using a native ad to run arbitrage, and it's really converting. The bounce rate is not high, the bounce rate is 0. And if you look at this thing, these are the next plugin. If you click next, it will take me to the next plugin, which means one person can convert to multiple pages. So I may decide to compress this video not to go more deeper, because I'm going to split this content every single week, creating 2 per week. If God really help me, because when it comes to this type of content, it's mentally stressing so much. So if you look very closely here, I wish I can make it every week to two videos explaining more better about arbitrage in native ad, then you can get to understand what people are really doing out there when it comes to ADS arbitrage or Google Adsense arbitrage. So if you want to work with this type of content, you can pick the content style and modify it and change it to your own taste and put more money and make more money from it. So if you want to work with it, you can easily download the reports and work with the reports. Okay, it's a use proxy. So if I want to download this, I need to use a proxy or whatever, but I believe it's going to download. Say click here to see the result. Okay, fine, let's open it. So I need to download it. You can easily download the report and watch and use the strategy. But once you have already seen this, something like this, you need to open the pages and click and check what is working. Now, if you also look at this place, you're going to see the country target. So this is the most important thing you need to understand about using snipe tools. It's going to tell you the country your competitors target. For me, I'm going to pick somebody like me. I'm going to pick one country per ad, but you can easily go with the 6 country you choose: Poland, France, and Italy, and also Netherlands, and also Spain. You can choose these 6 countries at once, because it's listing more than 6 countries. That's what they choose and target mobile. And the ad network you use is Revcontent, which I'm also going to be showing you guys how to set up a campaign on Revcontent. So if you go back again and check other ones, you can take your time to see if you check these are ad that is really making away, the type of content that is really working. So with this, you can easily come across to some of the ad that have high bounce rate. If you look at these ones, because of the gravity, because of the ad strength is high and the gravity is okay, that's the reason the much bounce rate is not here. So if I also bring down the ad strength to something like 2, for example, you're going to notice something. Maybe the bounce rate is going to be very high, because I have checked 3 days ago or 2 days ago. I checked it because this is a premium tool that you just subscribe 2 days back or 3 days back. So for my clients, so now some of these things you're going to see, the ones that the ad strength is not that strong, the bounce rate is going to be very high. Are you getting what I'm saying, guys? So it's going to be very, very high. Once the bounce rate is high, that means the content is not really working. Now I'm trying to check. You see here, the bounce rate of this one is what? 30. And if you look at this thing, the title cannot bring more clicks. This is what I'm telling you. This kind of person is running ad without a proper research. This kind of title cannot trigger somebody to click on your content. The worst, this type of content cannot make you see. This one is 100 bounce rate, which is very, very bad. So what you just need is a premium tools to show you everything you need to understand and show you the bounce rate, the category, the trending of it, starting from this to 7. Okay, this is 7. Almost most times what causes the bounce rate is boring content. The title does not correspond with the content they are pushing them to go to, and is not that enticing that much, so the bounce rate become high. Because if the users goes to the content and come back immediately, that means it's not a good content. What you just need is a premium tools to get a good ad strength. It can go as high as 452. Then you can find more content that is going to work for arbitrage. So enough of the explanation I did here, and I believe I draw value here, because this is a green value. When I mean green, evergreen value. Now if we adjust, which means I adjust personally to 452. Sorry. Now what is going to happen is going to show me ad that is very strong with that trend, with that ad strength. So this is what is going to happen. The gravity of this one is very low, which is 12, which is 1, but the ad strength is high, so the conversion is going to be good. But the first one that I filter, I would like to work with that one, which is 100. Let me pause this and type it in. Okay, so if I want to work, I will start with the ad strength from 132. So you're going to see a good content that is going to be very okay. And if you also look here, you're going to see the words. This particular one is very a zero bounce rate, and if you look at here, you're going to see the strength is very high and the gravity is also okay. Either you download the report and also open the pages to see the content and modify that type of content and start using it to run ad. But first of all, to appreciate me on creating this video, you can either use a thank you button on YouTube and dash me some coin out there for me to use it and build my YouTube journey. Or else, if you also want to buy these tools, these particular tools I'm using right now, I can encourage you to go for it. This is a very wonderful tools you can easily use to find a winning content that is working for arbitrage currently now and become successful in doing native ad arbitrage with native ad, sending traffic from native to ADS or Google Adsense. So to support me, I'm going to be leaving my affiliate link below the description of this video. Once you click my link, let me open it, just sign up and just start creating an account. And their pricing is very okay. It's not that expensive for starters. Most native snipe tools are going to charge you very high. Okay, it's not going to be very high on this. So take your time and click my link and sign up and make a payment, and you're going to get access to what these particular wonderful tools that I'm using currently. So the only way to support me is to sign up with my affiliate link, or you use the thank you button for creating a nice content like this. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I do appreciate. So since you already find out how to get a winning content, get the winning content, modify some of them and start running your campaign, because the sweetest thing about it, you're going to see the ad strength, the country they are targeting, everything about or the whole strategy, and use the same method and implement in your own, and you will not regret buying these tools, because it's going to show you exactly what people are doing and what their landing page looks like. So before I end the video, I'm going to show you guys how to create a native campaign from Revcontent. But before that, let me also show you the difference between this half bank and this particular paid one that I'm using, for those of you who are going to tell me that you don't really have money to use the premium one. So if you check here, if you open this one is coming from AdBrain. This person is running this ad for arbitrage. So if we open it right now, you're going to see that doing arbitrage. But the main important point here is that you're not going to know if the ad is performing well or not. It's only telling you the impression view this ad have gotten, but it's not going to tell you the actual CTR. What if the ad is performing very well, the gravity, the ad strength? You're not going to see it, because this is a free tool. So if you are using a premium one, it's going to give you opportunity to see what is really working in a full time, because discovering content from this one is also good, but it's not going to give you that full detail to know if these ads have high bounce rate. Okay, that's why I like the paid one. So this person is also doing it. So boy, in most cases you will not find out if it's really working or not. But with these paid tools, you're going to know the gravity, know the trending, the ad strength, know the device they are targeting, know the country, and know the bounce rate. That's the sweetest thing about it. So let me show you guys how to create a Revcontent native ad. Okay, so before I create the native ad campaign from Revcontent, let me say this. Some of you may be asking me the price. So the price starts with the solo plan. Is okay. I'm not advertising this. They did not pay me to advertise them, but this is a tool my client bought, and I'm using it to show you guys what is really working out here. So if you check now, you can join. 3 people can get access to this. What did I mean? You can just collab with 3 people, contribute and reach $69, which is approximately $70, and just buy this for yourselves and start using it to build your business, because arbitrage is business. So what arbitrage means is buying low and selling high to Google. So what you just need is a tools to tell you exactly what is okay. So you can either go for the bigger plan or the biggest plan. So that's just it. So for those who are going to ask me the price, this is the price. So let's create a Revcontent campaign. So some of you know that I have a Revcontent account. For those of you who have seen my ads, okay, this is for the first people that come across to my video. For your first time, you're coming across to my video, then I need to do it for the culture there, for my people, so you guys to get to see. But if you really want to see more about native ad, you need to check some of my videos. I've talked about native ad very well, which I'm still going to be talking about native ad. Native ad arbitrage is the future, because native traffic is quality more than Facebook, and it's easy to get a foreign traffic from native ad than Facebook. That's just the game there. So if I click login, now the honest truth here when it comes to native ad is, since you're going to be finding the winning content, so you should be keeping above $300 to $500 for spending in a month to get a good result. Because testing out with $100 and just stop, because the sweetness of native ad is to spend more money to get more results. So if you need more results, I will encourage you to do what? Invest more money, because $100 is not going to be enough if you want to run a profitable native ad. So if you come here and click create campaign, by then you have already found your account. So what you're going to be doing, I do discuss about discount next time. Let's say I assume, for example, this is my website and this is what it looks like. Now what I'm going to do is to give my company name. It can be Let's Go Guys. Let's Go Guys. Okay, now I'm going to be choosing, because most country, if you choose them based on CPC, you're going to lose in this business. Don't go with CPC, go with impression. Okay, so spending $2 for 1,000 page views, that means 1,000 people are going to see this your campaign, and inside that 1,000 people, inside that 1,000 people, let's say 50 to 100 people or 200 people click on your ad and convert. So let's open this landing page and let me explain that. So if you spend $2 for 1,000 people to see your campaign, to see your native ad campaign, and out of that 1,000, 50 people enter, and inside that 50 people that enter, some of them click the next button to 10 pages. That means if we use the calculator right now, because most of the ADS company are working with ECPM, effective ECPM. So if it's 10 page views times 200 people out of 1,000 people that see your campaign, that's 2,000 pages. And most companies are really paying very high for 1,000 impression and 2,000 impression. And remember, most of them are going to click the campaigns, the ads that is displaying on your website. So this is profitable, but required a lot of money to put in to get a good result. But the place you're going to spend money is getting these tools to use it and work properly. So if you check this type of content, spend is really working. So if I want to create a campaign, I can target per one country. I would not like to work with multiple countries. So leave it for this. There's no how they're going to spend more than $100 a day. There's no how. Unless you target a country that have a huge traffic and your ad display in a website where spend, or the country you target is much. Also, that's the only time you're going to consume a lot. But believe me, you're not going to consume more than $100 a day. But remember, $2 is going to give you 1,000 page views. Inside that 1,000 page view, 300 can convert to click and go to your page and interact with the type of content you post. So leave it to fetch your brand logo automatic. What again you need to understand here is to leave this one never ends and choose native ad. This is not a push traffic, it's not ad block, not all country is spend we want. Okay, we're going to go spend. So yeah, we're going to go with spend. That's spend we want. If you want a good ad that is going to convert, here is the secret. Targeting one country per one campaign is profitable, is good. So by then you understand the country that is suitable for the ad, so you stop wasting money. Because for example, let me go down and set up this diagram, please. Let me draw this diagram to make a good clarification. So if you don't want to waste your money, don't target multiple countries. Let me explain that on diagram. So for example, since we are paying 1,000 impression with $2, okay, which is $2, we are going to be paying $2 for 1,000 impression. Now if we target 3 countries, which is 3 countries, we target 3 countries, okay, we target 3 countries on that DX with this $2, we are going to waste our money. We are going to waste our money because out of these 3 countries you target, you will not know the actual one that is working, that is really converting for a content. And these three countries is going to consume your $2, and at the end of the day, you will not notice the country that is going to perform very well by each campaign. Okay, now what you're going to do to reduce the expenditure, I'm going to create a separate video. If you have watched to this extent, then you are the real OGs there, because this is where the secret lies on. It's not about getting the winning content, creating a winning ad is also the main important thing, but you need to understand the deep secret here. If you target 3 countries with $2 for 1,000 impression, if those countries join together in less than 1 hour, they will make up to what? 1,000 impression, and at the end of the day, they're not going to convert that much. But if you create one campaign, one country, one campaign, one country, targeting the same content, different campaign but different country, but the same content, this will help you to identify if this country is performing very well for this ad, or this country if it's performing very well. If it's this country A is performing very well, or B, you shut down A and use the country B and continue running ad, and create more duplicate content and target the same country and make very good amount of money. So what you're going to be doing is to create a separate ad for different countries. Maybe let's say, for example, since this particular place targeted Spain, Netherlands, Italy, France, and Poland. Now you're going to create 4 different ads, or 5. But for me, 4 different to 5 different ads is just $2 times 5. It's not a huge amount of money. What you're going to be doing is to target them differently and put it a limit and be watching it. So any country that performs very well, then that's the country you are going to focus and shut down the rest. So you will not waste your money when it comes to impression. The only time I will encourage you to target multiple countries in one campaign is when you're working with CPC. Even though when you're working with CPC, it's not healthy. You're not going to get the actual figure they are charging you for each country. Maybe you're going to feel confused. But sometimes, if you're working with CPC, you can target multiple countries. So any country that clicks, they charge you based on their own CPC. But if you work with cost per impression, which is 1,000 per view, with $2, this is profitable. You need to work with one country than working with multiple countries. I think I should end it here, and if you really want to see a real video on how I create campaign to the end, check out some of my video, which I'm going to link in the description of this video. Please also remember that the only way to support me, either you subscribe, turn the notification bell, or you give me the thank button. This is very, very important, and also smash the like button. And if you want to get the premium tools that I'm using to snipe at my competitors, then I'm going to leave a link so you can be able to use my link to join, so I can get a small money that I'm going to be using to support, improve this channel more and more. See you guys in my next video. Peace.